Hi, my name is Wade Thompson, and I'd like to continue my talk on land trust. In part one, I listed 3 of the 7 reasons that I believe that land trusts are a superior estate planning tool to have in your arsenal of financial safeguards. They included privacy, protection from liens, and protection from title claims. But before I share the next 2 benefits, let me share another example of how the land trust was of great profit and produced significant relief to another user. A man and his wife owned a commercial building that was in the pathway of a city revitalization area. The city was in negotiations to buy their property through eminent domain. The price was acceptable. The only problem was timing. And as most bureaucracies are, it takes months if not years to complete a deal that should take just weeks. So the process was dragging on and on. And then another issue came up. The IRS was threatening to levy a lien on the property that they were trying to sell. They had already planned on reinvesting the proceeds in another project. But now, instead of the couple being able to take the profits and reinvest, their plans were in danger. An IRS lien, placed suddenly without hearing, which the IRS is known to do, would devastate their financial plans. A trust was drawn up within 3 days and funded on the 4th. The property was deeded to the trust, and the couple's name was nowhere to be found in the public records, at least on this property. In addition, there were 2 unrelated beneficiaries of the new land trust. That would make it nearly impossible for anyone to penetrate the trust in order to place a lien or judgment on just one party. Their sigh of relief could be heard across the county. It took another 6 months to close the deal with the city, but they were comforted in the fact that their asset was secure until at least after the sale was complete. That way a hearing could be initiated to determine if there was indeed a legitimate obligation to the IRS without being taken by surprise. So here are 2 more benefits of establishing a land trust. Fourth, it discourages litigation. Let's face it, people tend to only sue others who appear to have money. Attorneys who work on contingency are only likely to take cases which they can not only win but collect, since there are fees based on collection. If your investment properties are hard to find, you will appear broke and less worth suing. Even if a potential plaintiff thinks you have assets, the difficult prospect of finding and attaching these assets will discourage litigation against you, and this is a huge benefit. Fifthly, land trusts provide protection from HOA claims. When you take title to a property in a homeowners association, you become personally liable for all the dues and assessments. This means if you buy a condo in your name or your own name and the association assesses amount due, they can place a lien on the property and or sue you personally for the obligation. Don't take title in your name in an HOA, but instead take title in a land trust so that the trust itself, and thus the property, will be the sole recourse for the homeowners association's debts. If you'd like more information, call, email, or text me, and I'd be happy to explain them to you. Be sure to see the final part of this series coming soon. I've saved the best for last. This is Wade Thompson, and remember, be remarkable.